Hey everyone! So, have you read the book First Things First by Covey? Well, if not, stay tuned because today we are this week, we are going to talk about the book First Things First by Covey. I'm going to show you the highlights of the book to help you get a life that is purposeful and passionate and happy. Hey everyone, welcome to episode number 34 in Coffee Chat with Danny. Coffee Chat is here live every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 8:15-ish Pacific Standard Time. So you might be thinking, hey, it's Tuesday. Well, for whatever reason, it wasn't live yesterday, and so we're redoing it today. Well, I wanted to first introduce myself. So my name is Danny. For those of you that don't know me, welcome. Welcome to the page. I hope you find some inspiration, motivation, and tips here. I help female entrepreneurs who are passionate and determined create a life and a business that they are happy about. We get clear, we get focused, and we get a plan of action for them so that they can take the steps they need every single day to achieve the business that they've dreamed of. So grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab your water, or grab that protein shake. Grab a seat, get comfy, because we're diving in. So, First Things First by Covey. You might know some of these Covey books, maybe The 7 Habits of Highly Successful People, or maybe you've taken a class. Covey is huge on time management and leadership, and I was probably about 14 years ago or so that I took my very first Franklin Covey class, and I got my very first Franklin Covey planner, and it was absolutely amazing. I enjoyed it. So this book that I want to kind of dive into today is First Things First, okay? And there's probably about, hey, is that Jill? There's about 10 different ideas or highlights that are in this book. And so today I just want to cover 3 of them, and then we'll cover the rest throughout the week because 10 might be a little overwhelming. So we're just going to talk about a couple today. So the first one is First Things First. It's the name of the book, but it really is talking about what we are doing and how we are doing it and what we are putting first. So a lot of the times when we look at our life or our business, we tend to put the little things first, right? We tend to do the easy stuff, or we tend to focus on the quick hits sometimes. But what can happen is that when we don't put the first things first, where our values, where our principles, the things that we want in our life first, they fall by the wayside. I know I've done it. I know many people have done it, and we just seem to let the things that we do want go. So when I did my 90-day planning at the end of March, on my 90-day plan, I actually put beach time, because being by the beach, being in nature is something that is important to me, is something that I enjoy doing. And so I was like, it's going on my 90-day plan. And so I put in my plan that I'm going to go to the beach in the next 3 months, at least 3 times a month. It's because that's a priority to me. And so I had to put it on that priority list for me so that I can envision that this is what I want. This is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to make time to do it. And so this weekend, we were able to head on over to the beach and spend some time there, which was absolutely in my plan. And so I put that as a priority. Now, maybe the beach isn't something for you, but something to think about. If spending time with your family is important to you, then that's what you put first. And it also helps you make decisions easier because you're thinking of, you're realizing what it is that you prioritize, okay? So the second thing is, well, let me go back to that real quick, is when you focus on what's important, or when you focus on the things that are your values, your principles, those first things first, that's creating long-lasting, positive, happiness. That's the long term. And a lot of the times we go for the short term, right? We go for the short, quick fix. But this, when you do it this way, you're looking at more long lasting and sustaining. So prioritize those first things that are important to you. We tend to, though, however, point number 2 is to focus on what's important. We tend to focus on what's, So sorry guys, my mount is not here for some reason, and so I'm having to hold my phone. So sorry for the shakiness, and sorry for that fall. So number 2 is focus on what's important. We tend to focus on what's urgent and what's not necessarily important. So when I say urgent, thanks, Jill. We live in this, in this culture that when people say, hey, how you doing? You're like, oh, I'm so busy. Oh, I'm so stressed. Oh, I have so much going on. We feel like we have to have a lot going on in order to feel important, in order to feel like, oh, wow, she's really doing something, or, oh, she's got something going on because she's stressed, because she's busy, because she's got so much going on. It's like, can we just be? Can we just do 1 or 2 things and still be successful and still be good and still be great? We tend to think that if I have a million things going on, or if I tell people that I'm so busy, that's like this pride thing, like, oh yeah, I'm busy, like check me out, right? I'm busy, which in some cases maybe we are, but sometimes we focus on the not so important stuff, the non-urgent stuff, instead of the important stuff, right? So I was thinking about this example where, let's say, going to an event is important for your business, right? But spending dinner time with your family is important to you. And you tend to go to the networking event, let's say, or to this event, instead of taking the time you spend with your family. So this can happen. I know for me, like I limit the amount of time that I do evening events because what's important to me is spending time with my family in the evening. So because that's important to me, I tend to avoid those. Every once in a while I do them because they are important for my business. But what I'm saying here is what is important. So if going to the networking events is more important to your long-lasting principles and values of what you want your life to be, then absolutely go. But if what's more important to you is being with your family and creating that family unit, then that's what you do. Okay? So, number 3 is the first step is to identify what is important to you. So it's going to be your action item for today too. But what is important to you? What do you want your life to look like? What do you want your family to look like? What do you want your business to look like? What is important to you overall? What are those values? What are those principles? If you think about a mission statement for you, for your business, what does that say? What is your purpose? What do you want to do? When you think about those things, it'll help you kind of figure out what's important to you and maybe where you can make some shifts so that you can live this life of purpose, this life of fulfillment, instead of just running around trying to get everything done and do this and do that. But you can a little bit more focused in on you, on what's important to you in your life. So those are the first kind of 3 points, and they all kind of tie together, which is why I chose to bring them all together. But I'll be back tomorrow with 3 more tips, which or highlights from the book. But it's a really great book. If you haven't read it, I strongly encourage you to grab it, to take a look at it. But I am going to cover the main points. So if any of these intrigue you. But lastly, let's go over some quick announcements. So I do have a great announcement. I've been working on this for a bit, and so today is kind of like going to be my official announcement. So next Monday, I am starting a 3-day, it'll be for basically 1 week, but it'll be a group intensive, and it's going to be for 5 to 6 ladies. We're not going to keep it small. I'm only going to invite a few people in because I want to keep it very intimate and I want to keep it very focused. But it'll be me and 5 or 6 other ladies, and we are going to dive into some 90-day planning. We're going to plan out our 90 days. We're going to get some one-on-one time with me. And in addition, you're going to get a coaching call, 1-hour coaching call with me after that is over. So next week we're just going to be all in some intensive planning. And when I say planning, I mean planning. I mean, we're going to be diving into what's important to you. I know, right? I'm so excited. So if you guys want in, let me know down below. Just let me know, because the price is very, very, very reasonable. Let me tell you, this is probably the only time it will be offered at this price, because I realize how much value there is going to be. And but I wanted to put it out there for you guys. So if you're interested, let me know. I will send you the information, and we'll get started. It's going to be there's going to be a Facebook group involved, so it'll be a small group for just the 6 of us, and it'll be some fun time. So if you want in, let me know. Other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow, probably a little bit earlier, and we'll talk about the next 3 highlights of First Things First. All right, everyone, have a great day. Jill, great to see you. Well, kind of see you. Have a good one. Bye.